My name is Fabian Reis, and I'm the winemaker and viticulturist, and also the proprietor of the new Ferox brand, Ferox Wines, which my wife Stephanie and I started about a month ago out of Reif Estate Winery. Ferox is actually a ultra premium luxury brand that we created and started, and we're using that out of Reif Estate's winery under basically a virtual winery. And yeah, we're trying to show off what we can do with our brand and also make just quality grapes, just quality wines on an ultra premium scale. Ferox is kind of like a symbol, an icon that represents us. Of course, going into the logo, and logo is a Leo. That's what I am, that's what my wife is, and we also, you know, we're trying to make the best quality possible and, you know, market it at a very premium price. So Ferox is based on 500 cases only so far, which the wines are mainly in barrel. For the whites, some are also in stainless steel, but a combination of barrel and stainless steel, where the reds are all fully in new oak barrel. And looking very forward to a great vintage this year and a great harvest. We've already picked some of our varietals for Ferox. We've started off with our Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc, and now we're heading into our Riesling, our premium vineyard on concession 2. And slowly waiting till the reds started to ripen, and we're just really excited for another great year. And that's what makes this industry so interesting, is our diversity in years, and every single year is different, and that's why making wine in Ontario or also in Niagara is such an interesting job. So we're sitting here in the Niagara Parkway River appellation, and this is our vineyard here, 7 acres of Riesling that we've begun harvesting about a week ago. And we're actually in the verge of picking tomorrow the rest of the leftover Riesling we have now for this year. It's been quite a very interesting year so far. The vintage has been extremely nice. Quality has been coming in exceptionally good versus you know, the year we had before and the 2 cold winters previous to this year. We're very happy with the quality. It's been a fantastic year. We're bringing in some Riesling we've brought in so far. We've also picked for Ferox, which is the brand that we've just started about a month ago. Ferox Wines that my wife Stephanie and I started out of Reif Estate Winery, and we've already handpicked Riesling as well as Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay, and we're basically now focusing on our red wines that are about to come into the vineyard, into the cellar, and we're looking at picking Merlot within the next 2 weeks, and then we're going to wait for a few more weeks to pick some of our Cabernet Franc series and also Cabernet Sauvignon, and that's where we're at this stage of the day. The weather so far has been totally in our plus, with weather being very nice and warm during the day, and of course cool nights so we can maintain our acids. And it's just a year where we've been very focusing on values of the acidity, and that's what we've been trying to maintain. So these days are very, very beneficial to us, and they're absolute key in picking the highest quality premium wines that are possible. So this year, what makes the vintage so unique and is actually, we don't have as much volume as we had in the prior years, meaning, you know, I didn't irrigate this year. I didn't have the need to irrigate this year. I didn't see the need to irrigate actually, which resulted in smaller berry sizes for red wines, which are going to be exceptionally quality-wise. We had a fantastic summer. It was very hot. It was a drought year, but for making it's actually more of a red wine year this year than a white wine year, I'm going to say. Red wines will be very, very nice and bold, powerful, which is big for our industry in Niagara. So we're trying to boost and promote our heavy reds and our big reds that we can offer in the Niagara region. And yeah, it's actually been a great year for that. We are actually a bit later, or a bit delayed actually in picking times. I mean, the Riesling are a bit earlier than normal. Mostly the rule is Chardonnay comes first, or even Sauvignon Blanc first, then Chardonnay, and then Riesling. This year has been very interesting, also very strange too. We've picked the Riesling actually earlier in some of our blocks and different blocks throughout the region. But yeah, so like I said, we're focusing on the acids, and the amount of acid that we're losing, we're trying to just maintain it. So you know, it's key to maintain the acid. So, but the reds are still a little bit behind. They're still a little bit green. We're still waiting for the maturation of the seed to turn, and also for the skins to turn darker, and to obtain not only color but also the quality, right? So on a year like this, which has been so far very exceptional for us, it's similar to 2012, although we had a little bit more rainfall in 2012 within the summer periods. This year has been very, very dry. We've had over 34, or actually close to 40 days with no real rain, which resulted in smaller volumes and smaller quantities. The quality is key for us, and that's why having those smaller berries essentially brings a lot more complexity and a lot more flavors and a taste profile to especially to our red wines. Now, our main objective now is to wait until our berries and you know, our grapes fully mature and fully ripen. So we look at every single aspect. We don't just, you know, take sugar levels and pick on bricks or, you know, the sugar content. We actually go psychologically and look at taste-wise profile. How is the seed? How is the skins compared to the fruit flesh? And also, of course, the taste. And in this case, it's going to be a great year. And also the part where the berries are very green, this is the time essentially where, you know, the nice cool nights actually maintain the acidity which we want to have, which are key for us. It's October the 18th, around 12 o'clock, and we just successfully picked our Riesling grapes for Ferox, about just a bit over 1 ton, about 1,000 kilos. And the weather today is unbelievable. It's totally exceptional. We're about close to 24 degrees. I mean, it's October the 18th. We couldn't ask for better weather on a picking day like this. So the Riesling came in exceptionally well, with great quality, just shy of 21 bricks, and absolute good quality. We're totally happy with it, and we're just actually finishes off our white wines, and we're going to continue on the next week or two picking some of our reds, Merlot, and as well as some of our Cabernet Sauvignon. But today was, like I said, it was a fantastic day with great weather, and we couldn't ask for better weather and such great quality grapes.